Cottage potatoes or pan-fried potatoes, they're really good if you want to make a small portion of fried potatoes. For large portions, it's not a very good recipe because if you have a lot of potatoes, raw potatoes on your pan, you risk that some of them end up being raw when you're done cooking. But for small portions, it's absolutely the fastest way to cook potatoes. They taste great. It's not the most crispy recipe, but they can be really good. Your pan, some potatoes and your favorite fat for frying, and you're good to go. Rinse off and clean up the potatoes first. If there's any dirt, it has to be removed. You don't have to peel them, unless you prefer that. You don't have to not peel them either. Cut off the tip of the potato. It's not easy to fry a round tip. And then cut them into 1/2 inch slices, 1 centimeter. And they have to be equally thick all over. And I cut off the last tip too, and then I end up with slices this thickness, about my little finger, and if I hadn't been standing in a bad position due to the camera, it would have been evenly thick all over. Add the fat and heat it up. Add the potatoes, and then spread them out in one single layer, because these are raw potatoes and you have them in more than one layer. The top ones will simply not be cooked, or you risk that the bottom ones will be burnt. So the easiest way is to cook it in one layer. Add a little bit of salt so they can get some flavor while they cook. And the idea is to leave them on one side as much as possible. So I leave these at 10 minutes, then I turn them over. And I have checked that they have become golden, and I have checked along the way that they haven't burned. If they burn in less than 10 minutes, the pan is too hot. Then I spread them out. 5 minutes later, I turn them over again. And then I give them 2 minutes on the first side again. Use a knife. They have to be completely soft to be done. Otherwise, you have to keep turning them over until they are completely soft. Tip the pan so the grease collects in the bottom. Then you scrape the potatoes the other way to get as little fat as possible over on the plate. And add a little bit of salt and pepper. And there is cottage potatoes or pan-fried potatoes. Enjoy! And you can find the list of ingredients and the recipe on kvalifood.